It's a crazy time to be a teacher. It's beautiful chaos is what I would say. It's a lot of fun when you're in it and you see it every day, but nothing ever goes to plan. So as long as you're open to adapting everything, it's absolutely worth doing.
Being a teacher right now, for me, it's pretty amazing. I teach children with special needs, all needs. I've been a teacher for 18 years. At the end of the day, I'm not here for me. I'm really here for all of the students. I do not think people understand all that we do. I really think people think we babysit.
Teachers are just responsible for a lot. They're responsible for the instructional needs of all students and meeting those wherever the child comes in. They're also responsible for meeting all of the social, emotional needs of the children.
The kids face a lot of challenges that we don't see, whether it's facing hunger, facing homelessness, a lot of things that you might not even know is going on in their home life. It's a lot of challenges.
Being a beginning teacher is super hard. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably an 11 right now. So many of our beginning teachers, more than half of our beginning teacher population in CMS, are coming in on alternative pathways, meaning they are entering the profession through a non-traditional pathway. They haven't gone to an education prep program, and many of them haven't student taught. So they're already a little bit behind. So our field is not one that's super attractive right now for a variety of reasons. One is because, of course, of the salary, and one is just because of learning loss related to the pandemic. It's not an easy time to be a teacher. It's always hard, but it's a lot harder right now than it was 3-4 years ago.
So this year we have 27 students in the classroom. Last year it was 16 that we had. Some other the classes had 18, but this year first grade went from being 3 teachers to 2 teachers from staffing. In first grade, you're supposed to know your letters, your sounds, numbers 1 to 100. But what we see in the real world, like of our classroom, is about half of our class comes into us and they haven't mastered their letters and their sounds yet. And they don't know numbers 1 to 10.
I have one student that I have worked with for 4 years. When she came to me, she was completely nonverbal. I made picture cards for her, and it would be simple words like play, run, more, help, please, thank you. Simple words, one-word phrases that she could use, and she was able to use them with hand signs. Time went on. Top of mid-second grade, she started saying hi. I was like, oh, we're getting somewhere. So it went from hi to mom to dad to bye, thank you, no, yes, simple words like that. That's how it started, and it's been going ever since. Oh my God, I feel so, it makes me so happy. Like I am just so happy. Because I'm like, oh my God. It really just makes my heart feel really good. Not that I feel that just because she has an ability, but it's just a thing of I made a difference in her life.
I think teaching is the most noble of all professions, but I also think it is hard. I don't know any other profession where the professional is required to buy materials for their clientele. I don't think doctors buy their own Band-Aids. I don't think cooks buy their food that they prepare. I think teaching is the only profession, and it's one that no other profession would be possible without.
Almost all of our supplies come from Classroom Central or donations for the most part.
And that's because once you come into your classroom and once you become a teacher, you don't get those things. I get all my school supplies from Classroom Central.
Classroom Central is everything to teachers. They make sure that no teacher has to sacrifice their paycheck in order to meet the basic needs of their students.
Well, there's always so much more that goes into being a teacher. And at the foundation, I would say love. The smallest thing you do can make the biggest difference in a kid's life depending upon what they're dealing with outside of what you know. And so it's just those little moments that make everything worth it. That really is. It sounds so corny, but it really is like that.
I want to be her person when she gets older and she could say, my teacher, Miss Brown, taught me how to tie my shoe. My teacher, Miss Brown, even helped me learn how to speak. So it goes beyond just being a teacher. It goes beyond that.